Welcome one and all to F1 2021. Welcome one and all back to the F2 Hotlap and Setup Series, and welcome one and all to the Portimao circuit here in Portugal in the Algarve. 4.653 of, well, undriven kilometres on this new track for F1 itself. F1 as a game. We had Estoril in 2013 in the Classic Tracks sort of series, but we are here in Portimao, in Portugal. Made its debut last year in 2020. It's here in 2021 on the game after, of course, being, I think, the second round this season. Our lap, though, put us P3. Still on the 14th of September, a month ago on this day. A few things been getting in the way of us sort of uploading it. Hopefully, we're going to get a few videos out in the next couple of days and the next few weeks. A7 is your front and rear wing settings. 60% on and 40% off is your ramp differential. Suspension geometry, all the way to the right for front camber, high rear camber, and the toes, sort of that normal 0.07 and 0.26. Just gives a nice feeling to the car and an overall, a good balance. Suspension 4.4 for the front and rear springs. Anti-roll bars really high on the front, helps flip the car in, and the rear being a lot lower. 3, ride height 2 and 6, lifting up the rear. Some of these off-camber corners, that just helps sort of avoid spinning out a little bit on them. And brake bias, 50%, really quite aggressive on the brake bias this time around. And tyre pressures, full stiffness, just helps again get the car in, just being much stiffer on the tyres. Out of turn 15, that's super flat and sort of blind corner up and then onto the main part of the pit straight, heading down towards turn with DRS wide open. We drop down the hill now, keeping to the left hand side, braking around the 150 metre board, throwing the car in, keeping it fourth gear and just sort of surviving. There's a little bump on the inside, flat out through 2, now down to heavy braking zone of turn 3. Keep really nice and tight on the inside. You want to try and open up turn 4 to climb up the hill. The car's going to want to spin out. How you got to really try and balance it, balance the throttle, balance your steering, and now open your DRS down towards turn 5, one of the other DRS zones on this circuit. Heavy braking down into second gear, and again, keep it nice and tight on the inside, avoid that yellow sausage curve though, and try and get on the power as quickly as you can. A little bit of squirm for us coming out of there as we go through the flat turn 6. We're a little bit wide now as we go into turn 7. The light's been a bit tight, so you see we're losing time on our delta. And now what I think is the most difficult corner on the F1 game. A little bit of moment for us there, completely off camber, uphill, and then you drop straight back down as you make your way through turn 9 up to turn 10 and 11. Blind for turn 11, so you need to be really careful where you brake here. You can tend to go a little bit deep. We just about get away with it. Would have liked to been a little bit tighter once again, but running while using all the circuit available to us. Again, flat through the downhill of 12 up to turn 13 now, and you want to use all the exit of turn 13. Just allows you to get the power on much better, much quicker as you drop down. It's basically what the final corner of the lap, nice and tight again, and that opens up the final corner, gets you a nice run through turn 15 and down onto the main straight. Keep it nice and tight through here. Again, you want to scrub as little speed off as you possibly can, holding it in 5th gear until sort of the mid to exit part of the corner, back up the hill onto the main part of the pit straight, and it's a 1 minute 24.881, and that puts us, did put us into P3. I'm sure there's a lot of good times been put in since then. It has been a month, to be fair. But yes, as I was saying, a few things just getting in the way, unfortunately, of me uploading sort of some of these videos and sort of getting the chance to sort of really do them properly as such, rather than just setting the laps themselves. We'll have a look at the offboard, see what we can dive into, and try and unpick a little bit more of this lap. Down towards turn 1, keep it really to the left-hand side, really throw the car in and use all the circuits available to you. It's very easy to develop on the exit, trying to carry as much speed as you can. Very important corner, turn 3. Keep it really tight, because that then opens up turn 4. Get to the right as best you can, because it just allows you to carry as much speed as you possibly can on the DRS straight. And actually, what's the second longest straight on this circuit, down towards turn 5. But it's a few battles here this year and on last year's race as well. Could be important position in your online races as well. Good exit important. We go uphill now, and we go toward through turn 6, turn 7. This is the sort of, I think, the key area of this lap, a little bit deep into it, and that compromises our second part. We actually get a really good run through that difficult. See how much it climbs up there. The camera sort of doesn't really do it justice, but then you drop straight back down through turn 9, and now they're completely blind. Turn 10 and 11 up over the crest, and sort of by the time you can see the apex, you should already be braking. Using all the circuit, almost a little bit more there, as we can see from the offboard camera. Again, another down and up to a very difficult corner. Really want to use all the circuit available to you on the exit. Really run wide, just helps wind the power on, and you drop down into turn 14. Again, keeping it nice and tight, because then that opens up the run through turn 15 and towards the start-finish line. But what a fantastic circuit. Such good fun. We've got Imola coming out. Well, yesterday, Imola came out, and I can't wait to, sort of get my hands on that, have a go at it. I think it's going to be fantastic, great fun, because Portimao definitely delivered, a bit like it did in real life. So stay tuned to see Imola and some other circuits soon coming up on this F1 2021 F2 Hotlap and Setup series.